they want the gals to be a certain way, right? It's like you don't want to give them no shine, and then also demand how they act, how they should act, and how they should promote themselves and shit. And I'm gonna tell you, man, people have a problem with the way Clarissa talks, and I'm like, keep talking. You need to keep talking. You need to keep fucking talking that shit because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Now, there's certain ways she can go about shit, but she's still her own woman, and her accomplishments are her accomplishments, and keep on fucking talking. Because every time motherfucker, what does it matter a person says, how dare her, how dare she call herself the goat and all that? But then in the back, the underhanded comment is she shouldn't act like that. She shouldn't talk like that. But yet she can't say this. And those parameters they putting on her, the girls ain't even getting enough fucking shine for you to even demand they act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost.
The way I see it, how many other two-time Olympic gold medalists that we have in boxing?
Right.
Ever from the United States? Huh?
Yep. How many do we have from the United States?
Yeah.
Give her props.
What did Coach say? She kicked everyone's ass in the world twice.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Listen, and listen. You know, I'm a super fan of Clarissa, of course, but there's a bunch of girls I'm a super fan of, right? And as they moving up, as they making their mark, as they, you know, I'm gonna keep on promoting, because I promote. You know why, Coach? It ain't I'm trying to be no defender of women. That ain't my thing. That ain't my thing at all. You know what my thing is? I'm a defender of boxing. Yep. So if this woman is a successful pugilist, she needs to be taught. She needs to be promoted. She needs to, because it's multi-millionaires don't make it out this game with $1, let alone somebody who deserves the opportunity to be a multi-millionaire that she don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
But not only that, the work that goes into it, the training, the sacrifice, the time,
it's effort. Not easy.
At all.
If they women, you think it's easy?
Right.
Fuck no, man.
Right. Yeah. So I want to touch on something very controversial, and we'll try to keep.
I don't do controversy, bro. I don't do controversy.
We'll try to keep it, as safe as possible. But there's no secret, right? With some of the changes that have been going on. With the transgenders and them being involved in women's boxing. And I'm only asking and bringing this up because you're involved with USA Boxing. Is that an issue that the USA Boxing has addressed or talked about? And if so, what's their position with women's boxing in regards to that particular issue?
There's transgender people competing in boxing at the amateur level?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I've never seen one.
Okay.
Yeah, me neither.
And I think
USA Boxing, that's a good question, though.
Well, because
USA Boxing has a policy against it.
Okay, I was because it's already it's a topic with MMA, right? And so it's 1 degree away from it being an issue that we need to discuss when it comes to boxing. So if it's happening in the MMA, I'm just kind of curious is there a policy in place? And as you have answered, they do, and they are against it. In my opinion, I think that's the correct policy.
This is, like you say, is a controversial subject, but and I don't know, I'm real ignorant to any trans, I don't know nothing about the issue, right? I know as a manager or a trainer, if they wanted my girl to fight a person born a man, I don't think it would be a problem with me.
I'm not
at all.
Here's why.
Right. And it's not because you don't believe in the fighter. It's just we're not doing it.
Here's the thing. Here's my thinking. And if we have transgender fans, come on and tell me what y'all think. I don't give a shit. I I believe prior to Clarissa Shields, I believe the greatest woman I ever seen box display, and it's the eye test, is not accomplishments, because women's boxing was so such a niche thing at the time, so she didn't really get the fight she needed. But the greatest woman prior to her I ever seen was this woman named Lucia Riker, right? And she was out of Sweden, I think, or she was Danish or something. But she came from the kickboxing community, okay? Martial artist, and then she went over to boxing. And she became a boxing champion. I couldn't list her accolades or nothing, but to my eyes, I was like, man, this woman is bad. And you could find a fight. She did a kickboxing fight with a man. This is how cold she was, right? She kickboxed with a man. And I couldn't get it all wrong as far as rounds and all that shit. But she basically was kicking this man's ass for 4-5 rounds till he landed the right punch and it was over with. And I was like, see, if we won't allow athletes with an unnatural advantage. Listen, I'm not here to pretend.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I'm not here to pretend men and women are the same. Men can do things women can't, just like women can do things men can't. It's not, I can't go do a bunch of shit a woman could do.
You can't go get birth.
I can't give birth, right? So here's the thing. It's like these two. If all things are natural, right? What makes you a male? Why was you born male instead of female? Because your what's the word? Testosterone and shit is at a higher level, right? So we're gonna pretend that testosterone levels don't make a difference.
100%.
That's why fighters shoot their ass full of testosterone when they can get away with it, So I'm not gonna put my woman fighter in there with a man, or used to be a man, or whatever the classification is. If that woman, if the woman wasn't born a woman, you're not fighting my woman. That's just how I look at it, and I would have a problem with that. And that's not me telling a trans person they not whatever they feel they are. Right. You could be whatever the fuck you want to be, man. This is America, man. I'm not going to sit here and I don't want you to limit me, so I'm not going to limit you. But in this game here, where you get your brain shook, I'm not going to take a chance on a person born more testosterone, born a man. And who knows? I don't know the ins and outs of the transgender thing. I don't know if they're equaling out their genetics with shots and shit. I don't know. I don't know none of that. So rather than me knowing, I'm gonna just stay away from it. And you just ain't gonna fight my girl. And it seems like this is a big thing in the country with this transgender stuff, right? So have a transgender league if y'all want to fight, man. Go fight each other like that. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
And again, it's a very controversial subject, and it's something that we have to be careful with what we say, especially in this day and age. But I want to say this, and I hope it doesn't, it's not misunderstood, and I'm glad it's on video versus being typed. But I think, and again, forgive my ignorance, but if a transgender wants to compete, there's absolutely nothing wrong. First of all, you're right. We don't judge no one. But in my opinion, I would feel it more of a notch on my belt as a transgender to beat other men than switch over to a female league or a female. Am I making sense? In other words, as a transgender,
that's way over my pay grade. Yeah, I'm getting into areas I wouldn't see. I don't pretend to know shit that I don't know. And here's what I mean. I'm not saying you doing that. I'm saying me. Yeah. I'm saying, like, I'm an American, right? And what makes me an American? I'm from a country based on the Constitution, right? Now. It's a whole lot of gang of motherfuckers claim to believe their Constitution, but they really don't. Because that Constitution says every motherfucker, man. And I add and I add a motherfucker so you ignorant people could hear me. That's why I do that. Every motherfucker knows it says as long as you're not violating other people's rights, you have the right to pursue whatever. Right? As long as you follow the laws of the land. So I don't get all of it. Listen, Jeff, when they say all this here, transgenders and all this gay stuff and all this old type of stuff, why are you so fucking mad? Because you got to explain to your children that this shit exists?
There's a lot of people that's upset about it, but it just, as long as you're living your life, you're not bothering, you're not hindering nobody else, you're not bothering nobody. Let people live their life.
Yeah. I don't want to run around with a pro-gay flag to say I'm not anti-gay. Hell, I'm not pro-gay. I'm just leave me the fuck alone, and I'm gonna leave you alone.
I'm pro equal rights.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm trying to say.
And so we want to make it very clear. We want to make it very clear to the viewers that that's what we are. We are live your life. We're not going to judge you. We don't care.
Listen, and that's Manny Fresh told me one time. He said, "Listen, Coach." He said, "Some of my best friends are gay. I don't want to." Nah, I'm picking. Listen. But athletically, we talking about putting a man in there with a woman, and nah. I'm not gonna do it. And the way we know that people fool with their chemistry, right? Shooting up testosterone, or I don't know, which one's which. I'm not a steroid guy or anything, but that chemistry. You start fucking with that chemistry, man. I always think back when what's our girl from Baltimore who lost her title to the Mexican girl who failed her tests. I can say it because she failed. She got popped on testosterone. Once you fucking up with them with your chemistry, dude, you're no longer. It's not equal. You're not fair. It's not fair now. So I'm not gonna play that game, bro. If I have a woman fighter, hey, give me another woman. Let's make all things equal. You know what I'm saying? That's where I start and stop at that shit. With
Coach, how we doing with time? I know you are we good? We still got a couple more minutes.
Yeah, we're still good.
Okay, cool, good. All right, well let's move on from that before we get in trouble talking about that shit. What's
terrible? What the word?
What
I can't even watch the Dukes because of the paint job on the fucking car no more, man. Who the fuck? I don't remember Bo Duke calling anybody anything, man. I don't remember that. Not good. That's just crazy, man. What you gonna do with where we at with Raven, Jeff? What she's doing?
Oh well. We're going to drop her down a couple of weight classes and take her to nationals in March and then see where we're going to go from there.
We absolutely loved her story, man, when she came on and just shared her boxing story.
Yeah, she's a great girl and great athlete.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How's things at the home front, man? I know you're over there at the Davis gym over there, man. I still haven't been, but I'm coming, bro. Yeah, just gotta find when you there.
That's like a world-class facility over there, dude. I mean, the atmosphere is great. I got about 15 boxers that I actually train over there. They got an amateur side, they got a pro side, and it's an amazing facility, dude.
It looks like it, man. It looks first class all the way from the videos and the pictures and stuff I see. Yeah. Is the pro side? I know the Davis Entertainment. Is that guy a pro manager? What is it? What is that? It's a management.
He's a pro manager, and he's trying to dabble in the promotion part, trying to put on shows in San Antonio. It's just this pandemic just messed everything. He probably would be so much further ahead, if this pandemic wouldn't have happened. But he's still taking it all in stride and he's still pushing.
Good, man. I promise you, I'm gonna come out there, man. When you in and bring my boy